Clint Romesha. American Soldier's Journey to Heroism, Early Life and Background. Clint Romesha was born on August 17, 1981, in the small town of Lake City, California, to a military family. His father, a former Marine, had instilled a deep sense of duty, discipline, and patriotism in him from an early age. Romesha grew up in a tight-knit community where values such as loyalty, honor, and service to country were highly revered. He was raised with an understanding of the sacrifices that military families make, which would later shape his own decision to join the army. Romesha attended high school in Lake City, where he was active in sports and had a reputation as a hard-working and determined young man. Though he had interests in pursuing other career paths, including becoming a mechanic, Romesha was drawn to the military lifestyle, and the thought of serving his country always lingered in the back of his mind. He enlisted in the United States Army in 1999 at the age of 18, eager to embark on a path that would test his mettle. Military service and early career Romesha joined the army and quickly proved to be an excellent soldier, excelling in his training and standing out among his peers. He first served as a cavalry scout, a position that required keen observation skills, sharp reflexes, and the ability to make quick decisions in the field. His leadership potential was quickly recognized, and he was promoted to the rank of specialist. He served in a variety of roles and locations, including a deployment to Kosovo, where he participated in peacekeeping operations. His time in Kosovo allowed him to hone his skills and learn the importance of maintaining composure in high-stress situations. During this period, Romesha became well regarded by his comrades for his calm demeanor and problem-solving abilities, traits that would later define his actions during the Battle of Kamdesh. After his time in Kosovo, Romesha was deployed to Iraq, where he served as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom. During this deployment, Romesha continued to build a reputation as a reliable and competent leader. His experience in combat situations would later prove invaluable in Afghanistan, where he would face one of the most intense firefights of the war: the deployment to Afghanistan and the Battle of Kamdesh. In 2009, Clint Romesha was deployed to Afghanistan as part of the 4th Squadron, 73rd Cavalry Regiment, 4th Brigade Combat Team, 80th Airborne Division. His unit was stationed at Combat Outpost Keating, a remote base in the mountainous region of the Nuristan province, near the Pakistan border. Keating was located in a valley surrounded by steep cliffs, making it an extremely vulnerable position. Combat Outpost. Keating had long been considered an isolated and difficult post, and soldiers stationed there faced constant threat from enemy forces. It was known for its rugged terrain, constant attacks by Taliban insurgents, and the difficulty of maintaining supply lines. Despite these challenges, Romesha and his fellow soldiers carried out their mission with professionalism and dedication. The Battle of Kamdesh, which would become the defining moment of Romesha's military career, began on October 3, 2009. Early in the morning, the base was ambushed by a large force of Taliban fighters. The insurgents launched a coordinated assault, attacking the compound from multiple directions, and the base was quickly overwhelmed. The enemy's fire was intense, and they had the high ground, which made it difficult for the soldiers to effectively defend their position. The soldiers at Combat Outpost Keating found themselves outnumbered and facing a well-organized attack. The assault was relentless, and the Taliban forces were using a combination of rocket-propelled grenades, RPGs, small arms fire, and heavy machine guns to penetrate the base's defenses. The soldiers' survival depended on their ability to hold their ground and repel the attack. Romesha, who was serving as a team leader, immediately recognized the gravity of the situation. He took charge, rallying his fellow soldiers and leading them in a series of counterattacks. His calmness under fire and his strategic thinking were crucial in holding off the insurgents. He organized his team to engage the enemy from multiple positions, using the limited cover available in the base to their advantage. At one point during the battle, the soldiers realized that the base's defensive perimeter had been breached in several places. The insurgents were advancing on the command post, and there was a risk that the entire base could fall. Romesha, with his leadership skills and ability to think under pressure, decided to lead a daring counter-offensive. Clint Romesha's heroic actions, the Medal of Honor. Romesha's actions during the battle were nothing short of heroic. With the help of a few other soldiers, he fought to retake lost positions and coordinate defense efforts. His leadership was instrumental in organizing the defense of the base and helping to repel the Taliban forces. One of the most remarkable moments came when Romesha led a small team to clear out a Taliban position that was inflicting heavy casualties on the soldiers. Despite the overwhelming enemy fire, Romesha continued to push forward, guiding his team with confidence and determination. His efforts helped to stabilize the situation and give the soldiers a fighting chance. Romesha's bravery during the battle was not only in his physical actions but also in his ability to inspire those around him. His calm, methodical approach to combat provided much-needed direction to his team in the face of overwhelming odds. He was always at the front, leading by example, and never hesitated to put himself in harm's way to protect his comrades. For his exceptional bravery and leadership during the Battle of Kamdesh, Clint Romesha was awarded the Medal of Honor by President Barack Obama on February 11, 2013. The citation for the award praised his selfless, courageous actions and his extraordinary leadership during the battle. The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration awarded by the United States, and Romesha's actions in Afghanistan cemented his legacy as one of the most heroic soldiers of the War on Terror. Romesha's Medal of Honor ceremony was attended by many of his fellow soldiers who had fought alongside him at combat outpost Keating. They spoke of his leadership, bravery, and the way he inspired them to fight through the most difficult circumstances. Romesha's recognition was not only for his actions during the battle, but also for his unwavering dedication to his comrades and his country. Life after the military. After his military service, Clint Romesha returned to civilian life, but his experiences during the war remained a defining part of his identity. He and his family moved to Minot, North Dakota, where he worked as a civilian contractor. Romesha continued to be an advocate for his fellow veterans and was involved in various veteran support organizations. He also became a public speaker, sharing his story with others to raise awareness about the sacrifices made by soldiers and the challenges they face upon returning home. In addition to his work as a speaker, Romesha co-authored a memoir titled Red Platoon, a true story of American valor, which recounts the events of the Battle of Kamdesh from his perspective. The book details not only his heroic actions but also the lives of the soldiers who fought alongside him. It became a bestseller and further cemented Romesha's place in the history of American military heroism. Clint Romesha's story is one of selflessness, bravery, and leadership. His actions at combat outpost Keating serve as a reminder of the sacrifices made by American soldiers and the extraordinary courage that can emerge in the heat of battle. While Romesha may be humble about his accomplishments, his legacy as a Medal of Honor recipient is a testament to the extraordinary impact one individual can have in the face of overwhelming odds.